Profiling. Profiling is judging someone based off their behavioral and physical traits along with stereotypes associated with them either through their race or religion and is usually shown in a negative light. There are two types of profiling: offender profiling and racial profiling. Offender profiling is profiling to find suspects and link multiple cases to the same person, and racial profiling is using someone's race to suspect them of committing an offense or behaving in a certain way. Here are some cases of profiling. A pilot removed an Arab American Secret Service agent from a flight on December 24, 2001 when the agent was on his way to President Bush's ranch in Crawford, Texas. The agent had asked the airline to call the Secret Service for verification, and even after the local transit police had affirmed his identity, the pilot still stopped him from boarding a flight, according to the Council on American-Islamic Relations. An American airline spokesman claimed the inconsistencies in the paperwork that the agent filed was the pilot's basis for removing the agent. The American airline supported the pilot's actions and dismissed the suggestion that the removal was a result of racial profiling. The pilot released a statement saying the agent was confrontational and abusive. And even now, the Department of Transportation has received about 20 complaints concerning the removal of passengers because of their religion and ethnicity. The agent has not ruled out the possibility of filing a lawsuit against the American Airlines and has demanded an apology. TJ Maxx apologizes to family for racially profiling their black son. Discount retailer TJ Maxx has apologized to a Connecticut family who says their teenage son was the victim of racial profiling by store employees. Melissa Askew-Ferris tells WFSB TV her three sons were at TJ Maxx store in Wethersfield earlier this month and were followed by store employees. The boys immediately left. The family from Cromwell later learned an employee had identified one of her sons as someone suspected of stealing from the store. Askew-Ferris, who is black, says the surveillance video showed her son bore no resemblance to the suspect. TJ Maxx, part of Framingham, Massachusetts-based TJX companies, in a statement said, We expect that all of our customers will be treated with dignity and respect, and sincerely apologize that this was not the experience of the Askew-Ferris family. On the other hand, compared to the other two with racial profiling, criminal profiling can be a way better thing and with more positive impact on the community, such as the case of George Metesky. He was known as the Mad Bomber of New York, and Metesky managed to fly under the radar of the New York police for 16 years. He is responsible for more than 30 bombs planted around the city and multiple causes of damage to property and injury or death to nearby people. Finally, the police consult James Russell, the Assistant Commissioner of Mental Hygiene for the New York State. He reviewed crime scene photos and built a psychological profile of the perpetrator, which led police right to Metesky in a confession of guilt.